Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie and today I'm going to be doing a book tag. My friend Savannah over at Riveting Reads, she actually tagged me in the Thrilling Thrillers book tag, and I thought this was just right up my alley, and I know you guys like good book recommendations, so I thought this would be perfect for today's video. Make sure you check out Savannah's channel. I'm going to link it in the description as well as the video that she tagged me in. But without further ado, let's get into the questions. So the first question says, what is the last thriller you bought? The last thriller that I bought is Confessions on the 745 by Lisa Unger. This is actually on my list to read before the end of the year, so I'm hoping I can get to this one pretty soon because it's currently Thanksgiving. This has to do with a lady who is on a train back to her house. I think it's in England, and the train stops. She kind of talks to this girl who's beside her on the train. They kind of share secrets. I think the woman thinks her husband is having an affair with their nanny, and then the girl she talks to admits that she is having an affair with her boss in the city. Train goes on, and then they part ways, never to see each other, and now the nanny is gone missing. So I'm all for that. It gives me like Gone Girl vibes, so I would check it out too as well. The next question says, show us the thriller you most recently added to your TBR. So I'm not sure if this is a thriller, but my friend Jacqueline actually recommended this one. It's Gather the Daughters, but this one has like cult vibes. So I'm not sure if this is really technically a thriller, but I got it because of Jacqueline's recommendation. Also, I just ordered 5 Total Strangers. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow, but this one kind of gives me like no exit vibes. So hopefully both of these will, you know, live up to the hype. Next one says, what thriller did you have high expectations for, but ultimately let you down? So this one was a little hard. I can't really think of anything that had high expectations but was kind of like a letdown. The only one I could think of would be He Started It by Samantha Downing. I was just so hyped to finally read this one. I've been looking for every chance I could get to get this copy, and I eventually just had to wait for publishing day. But I love My Lovely Wife by her, which is her debut, and I was really looking forward to this one. So I built this perfect book in my head, and it was just okay. I ended up giving it 4 stars. However, it did make me realize there is something that I don't like in thrillers, and that is like sibling drama. So this one has to do with like 3 siblings who are on this like road trip to like collect their inheritance, and I just don't like sibling drama. That's just me. The next one says, what tropes do you love or hate in thrillers? And I did not even realize this question was on the list. Things I don't like in thrillers, like I said, sibling drama. I also don't like when the suspense is really high and then they throw the whole like, oh, she's crazy, or oh, she's pregnant, so she's crazy. Like, that just makes no sense to me. Like, I feel like it's a very cheap way to get out of something. So I don't really like that. Things I do love in thrillers, I love dual perspectives or dual timelines. I do like certain things like kidnapping. Stalkers are my favorite. I don't know why. That sounds so weird to say, but those are some things I really enjoy in thrillers. Next, it says recommend an underrated thriller, and I have the perfect one, and that is For Better and Worse by Margot Hunt. This one I feel like no one talks about. It is so good. This one has to do with 2 people where they're in college. They talked about how they could be how they could get away with a perfect murder because they're going to law school, and they feel like all these people who commit murders are really stupid. Years later, they're married, they have a son. Their son's school alerts all the parents, finding out that the principal has been arrested for allegedly having inappropriate relations with their students, and then they kind of find out that their son may be involved in that. So they kind of have to they get the idea of like, oh, we talked about getting away with a perfect murder, now's our chance. So I love this book. Definitely go check it out. The next one I thought was super interesting. It says, pick 3 thrillers from your shelf. 2 you've read and 1 you haven't. Get your viewers to comment which one they think you haven't read. So I did pick 3. I feel like this is like an easy one, but I have The Last Affair by Margot Hunt, Bring Me Back by B.A. Paris, and then I have He Will Be My Ruin by K.A. Tucker. So please comment down below which one you think I haven't read. And if you have any thoughts on these, definitely let me know. People are often intimidated by the thriller genre. Recommend thrillers for beginners. And one thing I would recommend is maybe like women's fiction type thrillers, like Big Little Lies. I feel like would be a really good one. I personally have not read that one, but I've heard it's really good. I also recommend Gone Girl because I feel like that's just like a classic to get into. But another one I would recommend is The Last Mrs. Parrish. I feel like this one's a perfect read because this one kind of lets you know everything that's happening. At least it tends to make you feel that way, because you're following this girl named Amber who is jealous of her friend Daphne, and she kind of like changes herself to like weasel her way into Daphne's life, especially towards her husband. So you kind of know Amber's intentions the full way through, but of course there are a lot of plot and twists. So I would definitely recommend this one if you are just now getting into thrillers, or if you, I would read this regardless, period. Next one says, what is your all-time favorite thriller? Which was a super hard one, but I'm going to have to go with You by Carolyn Kepnes. And just because I absolutely love this book, I love Joe Goldberg as a person. He's just like the perfect creeper. And I think this is what really got me into thrillers. And yeah, it has to do with a stalker. One of my favorite things ever. So I definitely check this one out. And if you have not seen the Netflix show, definitely read this one before. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. And the last thing says, tag some fellow thriller lovers. So I'm definitely going to be leaving them in the description below. So definitely go check them out. And also, if you were tagged, please make sure that you do a follow-up video. Alright guys, that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on a future video. I also have Instagram. It's at readingwithjess_. I post a lot of reviews, book stacks, book hauls, things like that. So make sure you give me a follow over there. And I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!